What's up, everybody? It's happening. There, I turned our voices on. That's part of it. Um, Welcome to the show, everybody. It is the All Things Fantasy Grounds talk show, which, by the way, is meant to teach and help people. But the opinions stated by the four of us, or three on the show tonight, are not that of Smiteworks USA LLC, or Fantasy Grounds. How many people are here right now? It's just three. That's all right. So Theory may or may not show up. We don't know. She hasn't said she's not, but she's not currently here. So let me say a hello to my co-host, Ms. Remedies, or Remediesy if you're on Twitter. Robin, how are you?
Hi, how are you? I'm doing good. I'm tired,
Excellent.
but
It's been a
how
long
are
day.
you?
I'm doing good. It's been a long day. Every day. I woke
Long
up
day.
at 5 a.m. after, no, sorry, 6:30 a.m., but I had 5 hours. I went to bed at 1:30, so I had 5 hours of sleep. But then I took a nap for 4 hours, so I'm fine.
Well, fuck you.
So today, everybody, we're going to be talking about Fantasy Grounds.
Cheerbits in the stream. Thanks for the cheerbits.
Ice cheerbits. We're going to be talking about cheerbits. Now, we're going to be talking about Fantasy Grounds stats right here, what you see here. And we're also later in the show going to be talking about the new ProStream 5e, both of which are made from Mr. Gaming Buddhist. And how are you, sir?
I'm great.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah, glad you're here. So I figured what we would do is you could just, I have 5e Fantasy Ground stats here. It is, for those of you that are wondering, it is of course an application. It's an executable file that you download from Dungeon Masters Guild, and it allows you to run stats on all of your campaigns from the beginning. Like, even if you started a campaign 2 years ago, it'll still do the stats. It's amazing. So I'll let Gaming Buddhist, I'll let you tell me what you want me to showcase on screen and what you want to say about it, and I'll just let you give the whole pitch about how it all goes.
Well, this is the game setup section where you would enter all of your games. It's pretty easy to pick your campaigns folder from your Fantasy Grounds files. It populates all of your games in there. If you want to click the select game, you've already got the folder selected.
Select game.
Yeah, right beside your mouse.
Oh, right here.
You can do it, Rob.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So under game name, it says select game. So yeah, there it shows any of the campaigns that you have going on in that folder.
Right. And these are, here,
And
just to be clear, I'll show people. So here this is. And so basically everything that's there is here.
yeah,
And this is my Fantasy Grounds campaigns folder.
right. So yeah, you select that, you select the game. You have to put in an abbreviation for the game just so that the Discord bot has an easier time um, hunting down the actual game. So you don't have to write out the entire thing.
Right.
And then once you save the game, everything will populate into your game statistics tab, which is at the bottom there. Bottom middle button.
Oh, you know what? You should be it sounds to me like you're looking at the stream.
You are right. I am looking at the stream.
Yeah, so you're like 4 seconds behind. You should be looking at your Discord. You should see my screen in your Discord.
I see now.
Yeah, so that way you won't go. That way you won't tell me to do something and then go and
It's a little more real time.
All right, let me get back to that. Where was I? Here we go, like that and like that.
There we go. All right, and then from there you can select any of your games.
So we have updated stats on Icewind Dale from yesterday, and not. We have updated stats on 5e pickup games, but there's a million things in there, and it'll take too long. It'll take forever.
From there, this is data for every session in your game, so the whole history. You can filter by character up at the top there.
Now, can you explain why Action Bot is a thing?
That's
it's got to be in your character sheets
that your DM has made. I do this too, so it's a very well-known practice. But sometimes DMs will make an NPC or a PC sheet that they use to use better coding effects on actions.
Oh, and then he just
Oh.
never mentioned that, and I see it. Okay.
Yeah,
So
you just don't even know. That's how good your dungeon master is.
he's a very secretive man. Okay, cool.
I
So
do the
yeah,
same thing.
you can select all characters or just an individual character. So here I'll select my character, which is he's dead now. He died this last session, so but he's still in
no.
there. Also, yeah, just to show you can select any one session that you've played
Yep.
or just the whole thing, and I'll do the whole thing. And you got to be careful because if you as a DM open the campaign to make adjustments or prepare stuff or whatever, it's gonna put that data in there. So if you do that, because this happened to me, I ran stats on just one day and it was all zeros. Well, that's because there was no combat or anything or no gameplay he just opened the campaign.
Right. So I'm working on that actually. It's in my to-do list to not show those.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And then you can also filter by statistic type. So summary is going to show everything. Combat is going to show you just your attack, like your combat stats. Out of combat, stuff like perception rolls, stuff like, yeah. If you click on
Right.
it, we can see.
Well, I'll do a summary. Should I do a summary so we can see
Yeah,
everything?
sure. That
Okay.
shows everything.
All right.
Mostly.
And then generate document, right?
Yep, we've got a generate document button, which will actually open up a text, a little notepad file that you can use for whatever.
And here you go, everybody. I mean, there's no stat you can think of that's not here. One fumble. Thank you. So, let's see. Attack stats, damage stats, healing stats, enemy versus you stats,
Yep.
skill rolls, and are those averages? Oh yeah,
Those are
average roll. Yep.
averages. Yeah.
Okay. And saves, ability checks, blood type, social security number. I mean, it's all here.
Yeah. Credit card number.
Miscellaneous.
Yeah.
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 So, it's pretty awesome. And the coolest thing about this, I mean, there's so many cool things about it, but what I like is you can get this today and get all the stats for a campaign you've been playing forever. Like, you can just go get them.
Yes.
And what this does, everybody, just really quick, I just want to say it before I forget, is it reads, and I actually have different folders for the stats. So just to make it easy, I put them in separate things. So the only two files you really need are the chat log and the DBMXL from your campaigns.
I love you, man.
But I'm doing that because I'm having people send those to me because I'm not the DM in some of my campaigns and whatever. But if you're the DM, you don't need to do that. You can just go to the file itself, or click from the game setup. Just pick that whatever game it is. Like, say if it was game 5, you pick up games. I could do that. But anyway, the only two files it's working with in the campaign folder are these two files.
Yes.
Cool.
And it mostly draws from the chat log. The database is just for your names, character names.
Right.
So if you delete your character from the game, right now it is gone from.
We learned that from the pickup game when I killed Rob's character.
Oh no.
So he deleted it. Well, I deleted it because I'm the DM, but he told me to. And
Yeah.
then we lost all his stats.
Yes. Yeah, I'm working on a graveyard actually that I'm gonna throw in here, so you can
Wait a minute. So how
bring
come
back the dead.
So does that mean, since we just saw my dead character stats, does that mean that just Drake hasn't deleted the character yet?
It would
Yes.
appear so.
Okay, because I told his ass to delete. Maybe he knew that, and maybe that's why he doesn't want to delete it. My new guy's name is Zazzy. Everybody, come and watch Saturday Night. Zazzy.
I love it.
Fun.
Wow, Rob, you have characters that die a lot.
I get killed a lot. I think it's subliminal. I think it's very subconscious on the part of everybody that I play with who hates me and wants to kill me bad. The only way to exercise power over Rob Tui really is just to kill his character. I mean, what else can you do to me?
Not much.
True.
Right. Because I'm the man. That's why. Is Fury paid here? No. So, all right. what else shall we say about this? I know we're gonna do the Discord part.
You should
Oh,
show. Yeah, I was
there's-
gonna say you should show off its Discord functionality, but I didn't mean to cut you off, Gaming Buddhist.
I was just gonna say there's the dice stats as well that are separate from those other stats and the ranking.
Oh, let's
well.
go. Let's just go see that. Dice stats. All right, let's generate the
that-
document. So, oh man, I didn't know. So these are not included in the summary.
Not at all. Yeah.
Okay.
This would be too much to. I mean, there's already a lot in there, but this would
Right.
be.
I
The
didn't
cherry.
realize these were even a thing. I'm so excited now.
Yeah, these
Ooh.
are all the dice that you rolled. This generates from all the dice rolls. So
Can you explain the luck metric?
yeah, so I just took like 50% is your average. If you flip a coin 100 times,
Right.
you should get 50% after so many times.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes like the 50% value, and wherever you are above or below that, out of 100 is what your luck is. So
Oh, okay, cool.
a negative 24. I mean, out of one roll, that's nothing.
Right.
The 20s though, 57 rolls with plus 16%. Like you're having a good time with D20s.
That's
cool.
pretty good. Cool.
All right, so and my D10s were minus 10, plus 50 on my D, but that's only 2 rolls. So maybe after like 10 or 15 or 20
Right.
rolls, that's
They'll
when
probably
you're-
average
Yeah, you'll
out
get
over
more.
time.
Yeah.
But that's cool. It's like how often Joe Numbers can go look at his and prove that he's negative 70 million on luck on all
Right.
his rolls. Yeah.
And
Well,
I have
so
a
many-
player who thinks she's very, very unlucky roller, and now we
Yes.
can like look at the stats and see, well, how unlucky are you?
Right.
Exactly. And you can just filter by that session and be like, oh, yeah, I guess you were having an average session.
Mm-hmm.
Or
That's
yeah,
so
your
amazing.
session, you rolled like crap.
No.
It's like this
Not
is like
good.
a sales pitch. Have players that complain about bad luck, show them the stats.
Right.
Put them in their place.
Right. Shut
That'll
them
teach
Prove them
down.
wrong.
That's right. They love that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Can confirm.
Can confirm. So, and by the way, all of what you just saw in the text document, it's all right here. I just generated it, but you can still, if you don't want to open a text document, just look at it right here, like that. So, all right, what else? I'm so excited.
Just the ranking, I guess. That's the last kind of thing it does.
The ranking. Where do I look? Oh,
Statistics
Cheerbits.
under
Cheerbits on the
rank.
stream.
Right.
Thanks
Oh,
for the
this is again a
cheerbits.
separate
This
thing.
will- Yeah,
Okay, let's make it easier to see here.
there you go.
Oh, so this is the rank of the.
So this is the number one person for each of these categories.
Yeah, most misses. See crotch crepe and crotch craper. God damn it. Dead.
Uh-oh.
Fuck that guy.
Well, he had the most misses, so
Best crit
You don't need him.
percentage. Best melee hit, Dennis Quaid. Dennis Quaid.
Wow.
100%. Jeez.
He's probably a caster. So highest damage to enemy.
I like your negativity.
I know.
It's probably a
Most
caster.
melee damage. Boom. That's
There
shit.
you go.
Most damage rolled. Most damage to enemies. Most damage to fringe. Action bot 0. Fucking
It'll just throw whoever the first player is in there.
most kills. Oh yeah. So if it's all zeros, it'll just be whoever the first one is.
Yeah, exactly.
Healing stats. Yeah, see, he's a cleric or something because he's all the healing. Enemy versus you stats. Best evade block. Neo.
That's a fun one.
He's only mentioned in that one, the whole thing. Richest character. Always calculated in platinum, I believe. Yes.
Oh yeah.
No matter what the number is. Okay.
Yeah.
And so yeah. And and again, everybody, this campaign's only like 3 sessions old, so we haven't been. I was gonna make people call me crotch crepe and crotch craper for a year, and I fucking died. He probably did that on purpose. Now they're gonna have to call me Zazzy.
Mm-hmm. All right, there's a question in chat from Diablo Bob. He says, I know it took you a while with some frustrations to learn how to do this, but if you could advise yourself when you first started, what would you tell yourself, Gaming Buddhist?
Well, just keep at it. A lot of this stuff was like I had done for the first time in this project, so I'm pretty new to Python actually. So um, a lot of the libraries that I used, I had to learn as I was going, like multiprocessing for Rob's crazy 155 character game.
Mhm.
I had to implement that just because of that game, and that was a pain to learn, but
You're
you just
welcome.
gotta stick with it. And you know what? Now, yeah, no, I had to include it because I want this to work for everybody. Um, yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
Good
And what's
answer.
cool
Good
is
answer.
anybody in just a second we'll show the Discord bot. Anybody that's ever played 5e pickup games can go look at their stats from all time.
Yep.
And that's amazing.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
it's a lot of data.
So it
That's for
is.
sure.
So shall we move to is it time to look at the Discord bot?
I think so.
Okay, so we're not going to go through the setup, but there is meticulous documentation on how to set this up. But what you have to do is you have to go to your website where your token is, where your bot token is, and then you have to get it and then put it in and then assign and then connect. Anyway, it's an involved process, but he's got a video on it and he's got written instructions and a PDF on how to do it. So we won't go through that here, but it's
But don't let that, if you're watching in chat, don't let that, scare you,
no.
because even I could do it.
Right, I
So,
did it. Like if
It's
I can
not.
do it, anybody can. Like literally, like everybody thinks I'm
right.
some sort of genius. I'm just a salesman. I don't know how any of this shit works. I don't know nothing. So I did it. I did it the first time. Like I followed the instructions. I watched the video and I went and did step by step, and it worked.
Yeah, it's
I
not
broke.
hard. It's just more than 3 steps.
Right.
So
Right,
Exactly.
right,
It's not.
right.
It's not. I would call it involved rather than calling it like difficult or hard.
Fair, fair,
yeah,
Yeah.
fair.
So once you do that, I can now move this off. I have on my Discord set up a channel here called game stats. And by the way, anybody watching now, anybody watching anytime, anybody can just go in here and all you have to do is type .help and it gives you the whole menu of what you
yeah.
can do. Now, please, everybody, don't do that now while I'm showing it live on the show. I don't want people going in there now, um, but so like I have the 3 games. So like for example, if I go games, it'll tell me, hey, you've got 5e pickup games, Dungeon of the Mad Mage, and Icewind Dale, and then you can do any of these various commands, which by the way have sub commands. Like if I type in last, it'll give me the last commands as its own sub menu and tell me here's what you can do, all this stuff. So I just wanted to say that real quick to give people an idea, gaming Buddhists, how this works, but you can tell me what kind of cool stuff we should look at.
Okay. Well, let's see. Well, let's do a last command here.
Okay.
So the last commands pick up the last session played. So if your DM opened the file when you weren't playing, it's not going to pick anything up for that day.
Right.
Mhm.
But if you had just finished your session and you wanted to give your stats to your players, this is going to be the quickest way to get that game's session out.
Right. So
Um,
let's do last
you said you just played Icewind
summary.
Dale?
Icewind Dale, yeah.
Going to gather the data, and then it neatly organizes it into embedded paragraphs
Right.
for every character.
So we've got Garoon Whitespear here, who made 20 attacks and hit 18 times. What kind of bullshit? And I mean, I'm not going to sit here and read all these, but you can see it's got all the stats for that particular person. And then Dennis Quaid, all his stats. Neo, all his stats. Obsidian, all his
So,
stats. And then CKC is not there. Oh yeah, he is there. He is here, so there he is. But he's dead now, so who cares?
Probably has that KO in there. No, times KO'd 0.
I don't know why.
Hmm.
Oh, I wonder if it has anything to do with the fact that I was insta-killed, so I did not even go to unconscious. I just went to dead.
Oh, that could be.
Yeah, because I did not. It's not like I was laying there and I bled out. I was fucking hit so hard I just was dead. I
Damn.
mean, we're
Yeah.
first level. I had 12 hit points. I was down 7, and I got hit with 24 damage. So
Ouch.
Drake's fault.
Yeah, that's definitely what it was. I've got it now to detect if you go unconscious, basically from if you're dying, not dead,
Then that's KO'd,
as a
right?
KO.
Yeah.
And I am going to be adding in a killed, but because I mean you can get brought back, so maybe
Right.
that
Right.
would be useful. I just overlooked putting that in after adding all this stuff to put it in. I did not put it on the Discord.
See, here's the highest damage, 24. That was it.
There it is.
So very
It's,
cool, everybody. And you can do what? I mean, you can do so much more. So much more.
So
so
you were
I usually
saying
do this, and then I do a dot last rank for everybody.
Oh yeah, let's do.
that's what I
That's what
do
I usually
too.
send out after every game.
I like the ring printout
Right. So here we
personally.
go. Let's look at it. Oh, I think this is the one we already looked at.
Yeah.
We looked
Yeah,
at. So we looked
you
at. But
did.
anyway, so this is the same thing we looked at in the just in the regular program by doing it from remember from here this thing.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
so there you go.
So you were saying that like if the DM logs in and works on the campaign or whatever, then the command last won't it won't pull anything if nothing happened.
Right.
But you can, correct me if I'm wrong, look up sessions by their date, correct?
Exactly. Now,
Oh, whoops! I did it wrong.
classic and oh yeah, it's dot sessions, and then you have to specify the abbreviation.
The game. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So there they are.
And I like from this, I just copy whatever session I want to look at and then paste it where it needs to go. Classic and Unity have different date formats, so they will be different between the two types.
Oh,
So I
speaking of
think you would
which,
need to
I did that
do
wrong.
yeah.
Yeah, it'd be dot lat or dot dot
Date?
only,
Oh,
Oh
only.
yeah, dot only. Okay, so
and then
oh,
some.
and by the
Or,
way, everybody, trying to cheat and edit your last command, yeah, that doesn't work. So let me just dot only.
dot
I try.
only, and then the
Date.
like sum or
Oh.
whatever you want to display. That's not going to work. Yeah, there you go.
Like that.
Yep,
Okay.
there it is. Then
Please
it'll
wait.
parse it.
And the other thing I think I forgot to mention what now I can't remember what it is now. Oh, no, that's not it.
It looks like that was an empty one. It should have been done.
Oh, it might have been.
Unless it's the huge game, it wouldn't be taking this long.
Pick a different day.
Oh, here, when did we play? We played we played October 3rd. Before that would have been September 27th. Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
there's tons of stuff I want to
26.
add.
what the hell? Why?
26.
Oh, you didn't put a dot in.
I didn't put a dot, that's why.
You can change that to be
The
whatever.
27th isn't listed on there, so try the 26th.
Yep,
Well, that's weird.
26.
Why isn't the 27th listed on there? Okay. There we go.
There.
Boom. We did it.
Yay.
There they all are. Yay. So there they go. What was I gonna say? Oh, I do remember now. We didn't mention it, I don't think, but it's here. When you put your game in, just make sure you signify whether it's classic or Unity. Like we play pickup games in classic, we play Dungeon of the Mad Mames in classic, and we play Icewind Dale in Unity. So you got to just make sure you do that. All right. Anything else on that?
We got dot last, dot only, dot every gives you like the entire campaign's data. We explored a lot of that in the actual app though. So anything you can do in the app, you can do on the Discord. I wanted it so that you could do everything.
Yeah. So good, so awesome, and all the
Yeah.
dot help is your friend if you forget, and he basically says, don't include the parentheses. This does this. This does this. Here's the format. So it's really intuitive on how to use it. You just got to make sure you don't do what I do, which is copy stuff wrong and don't know how to type and don't know how to spell and don't know how to read, don't know how to speak. Can't do any of that stuff.
You can specify a character too. That's the other thing. If you wanted just one character out of a session or out of a campaign, it'll do that. And you can see all your characters with
Dot
dot
car.
car.
Car
then
with a H.
Yeah,
Dot car.
and then
Mhm.
the abbreviation.
Oh, dot car.
Ice or pug
And then the character name.
Oh no, that's it.
that will show you all the characters from that campaign.
I did it wrong. Oh wait, hold
Tip
on a
dot
second.
help. Maybe the dot car is wrong.
Maybe his characters.
Oh,
Oh,
cars.
it's
Oh,
cars.
cars.
That's why.
Oh, dot cars.
I know my own command so well.
Ice.
There you go.
Oh, here, let's just try something fun. Dot cars. And
No, don't do it.
look how many there are. There's like 150.
There's so many.
There's so many. It was fun to work with this file. Super fun.
I can only imagine. Hey, there's my character, Sterling the Shit Sorcerer.
Sterling the Shit Sorcerer.
Nice.
That's Robin's character right there.
Hmm.
But yeah, and you
Always
can also
level one.
do if anyone is running this on their server, you can find out what games you have access to look at stats at. So I've got the 3 games.
Yeah, so you get the games, the sessions, and the characters, and from that you can, like, a random person could basically see any of your information.
Yeah. And that's
All right,
fine.
there's a couple questions in chat. I just want to ask them before I lose them. So, Caesar asks, I moved my Dungeon of the Mad Mage from Classic to Unity. Is it reading only the Unity stuff or all the sessions? And I asked for clarification, and he said he did move the entire campaign folder from Classic to Unity.
That would have replaced the database file and the chat log file.
Yes.
So you would have overwritten those, and so Classic is gone.
Bye. So sad.
Sorry.
It is they were pretty clear about that on not in regards to this program, but just in general, telling people like, hey, if you move your campaign, it's basically you're not moving it really, you're just starting a new one.
So even
With
if
all the
you
information.
say you play in Classic for like 6 months and then you copy the campaign folder from Classic to Unity and you open it in Unity, it overwrites.
Oh wait, no, because
the games?
that'll get your Classic data into there. So it'll overwrite it with the Classic data, and then you would write on top of that.
Okay,
So
it
never
doesn't
mind.
add
I
to it.
changed
Well,
my answer. It should add to
oh.
it.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
My
there you
bad.
go.
So, no, I mean, honestly, Caesar, I think maybe the best, if you own this program, you could probably, run the sessions check the sessions from your campaign and see if it has sessions from when you were playing in Classic, and then see if you can pull that data.
Right, and
That would
the
be my
date
suggestion.
formats will be different.
Yes.
The
Right.
dates, you'll know exactly when it switched over because the date format will be different.
That's right.
Yeah. Because hashtag Unity.
Oh, another thing, if for Unity, like I've had Unity for a long time. I don't even have Classic. Got in the game late, but Unity didn't start using dates until a couple months back. So all the data before that you can only get with the parsing for all of the data. You can't look
Okay.
it up by session.
And
Minecraft
then
1929. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream.
Diablo had a question. Diablo Bob says, "Have your coding nightmares stopped?"
I saw that.
There's still just little things that come up. I've still got one little thing I've got to fix in it that I didn't get around to today because I was fixing things with my new program, pretty major things that are all fixed now. But yeah, just with the name of the game for like a parsing program that tries to filter all of your chat stats into different categories, and then different extensions modify those chat logs. The amount of stuff I've got to account for is pretty big. It took me about a month and a half to come out with that program, and that's like 5 hours a day for a month and a half. So
Jeez.
it was a lot of work. Like I said, it was a lot of firsts. If I did it again, I could probably do it in half the time, but it's still a lot of time.
Right. Well,
You
you
guys
did
see
great.
this?
I love it. My players love it.
I
So
love it.
it's
Thanks.
awesome.
You guys see this double line right here? Yeah, I gotta fix it right now. I can't have that.
Uh-oh. Yeah,
Oh
I made
God.
this just for my players to start, and it was just for those dice stats that I showed you, and that's all it did. And it was definitely not like a GUI, graphic user
Hmm.
interface.
Yeah.
It was just like a script that ran, and that's all it did was dice rolls, and it was only to a Discord server. That's it. It was just a
Right.
Discord bot, and um, Diablo started talking, or I showed it to Diablo,
He's trouble.
and
He'll be like, oh, you can turn this into money.
yeah, he was basically like, you like people have been wanting this for a long time. You need to do something with this.
Oh,
And then
it's been a dream for, I mean, as long as I can remember, 5 years at least. Yeah, people really. I have to change it again. I'm sorry. I can't sleep at night
Oh my
if
God.
if I know this is wrong.
I agree though. A lot of people have wanted this because so I don't know if you've been well you said you're kind of new to Fantasy Grounds, but a long, long, long time ago, um on the Fantasy Grounds forums, Doug had posted that, he was gonna make this thing where you could upload your basically the chat log and get campaign data, kind of, what you've given to us. But that never came to
Oh,
fruition.
I think I had to send him an email, didn't I, about this?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I was like the first person to reply to that thread back in
I
2017.
think
It
I
was a
was
long time
second.
ago.
Yeah, I think I was second because I went and looked at it, and his original. So here's how great this is. His original plan, Doug Davison, the president of Smiteworks, his original plan was to make something that did this, but that would be browser based and
Subscription based.
subscription based, at
Yes.
like $5 or $10 a month. So $15, boom, you're done. And
Yeah.
so that's why I said, hey, this is how I put it to him. I sent him an email that said, hey, we're in process, this process, I guess, of making a thing that does the thing you were going to do 2 years ago that you abandoned. So I
3 years
basically
ago.
shamed him, and I said, do you
Oh.
have a problem? Well, I mean, he doesn't have time to do that stuff.
Right.
And I said, he doesn't have 5 hours a day for a month and a half to dedicate just to that. So I said, can we do that? And he goes, yeah, you can do it. So he was fine with it. Plus, he gets 10% anyway. Whatever.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
My
yeah,
point
So
was
win-win.
though, people have wanted this for a long, long time. Sorry, I'm
yes.
eating ice.
Okay. So
My
here it
water's
is,
empty.
everybody. The link's in the chat, but here it is on DM's Guild. Christopher is gaming
Gaming
Buddhist.
Buddhist?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
just don't. That's who he is. So just get used to it. I don't even know what that means. I
it's
don't
the
know
real
what that means.
it's
That
the
sounded
real
bad,
name.
but I didn't mean it bad. Pronounce your last name.
Bussa.
Bussa. Okay.
Pussa.
Canadian. And
I
it's
was
fine.
thinking Busey for
It's
like Gary
I
Busey.
think it's German, but okay.
Well, I'm saying you're Canadian only because you pronounce it
Oh yeah.
project instead of project.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because we
But
know
that's
I was
okay.
a
Oh, I
comedian.
do
I know all
both.
the accents. Don't worry about me. Um. So do we need to
I
say? And
like the Canadian pronunciation of things because it reminds me of British pronunciation. They're very closely
well, so
related.
let me tell you the story about that. I was traumatized by Mr. Jim Carrey in
Oh Lord.
1994
Oh,
during the movie Ace Ventura, when he very prominently said, "I'm sorry, Mr. Chickadance." And then I was like, why is he saying it that way? And then I learned that all Canadians say it that way, and then that's all I hear for the rest of my life now is sorry. I'm sorry. All right, anyways,
Do
so
all Canadians say it that way though?
Sounds like a generalization.
Will
Uh-huh.
Will Arnett does. It sounds like a generalization. Now, I mean, let's just go a little step further. It's racist. Canadian. I'm racist against Canadians. No, I love the
Wow.
Canadians. I
Why?
live
They're
in
the
Canada.
nicest people on earth.
I
Do
live in
you?
Canada's feet, man. I live 90 miles from the border.
There you go.
So, question, do you know if anybody's tried using this in Linux or something like Wine?
Ooh, I have not heard of that yet.
Okay, there you go. That's the answer. Someone will though. Someone will try it. So what was I gonna say? So DM's Guild. Oh, we are gonna give a copy of this away, everybody. So don't go anywhere. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make you wait till the end of the show because I want you to watch the other thing too. And we're gonna give away the other thing as well. So we're gonna give away two things. So just everybody just relax. Are we done with this 5e stats? Did we cover it all? Do we need to say anything else about it?
I think so.
All right. Very good.
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Awesome. There's more to come.
Heck yeah.
And you can come to my fuck yeah. And you can come to my Discord server and go in and everybody can now if you guys want to do it now you can. You should be watching the show. Don't be distracted. But if you want to come test it, you can go there and test it anytime you want. Another thing to keep in mind is that you as the Discord server have to have this program open and active and connected to your Discord bot in order for this to work on Discord. So if I went to sleep and my machine turned off or didn't reboot or something, then you would have to wait. And but if you ever go in here and it's not working, just PM me and say, hey, this isn't working. I'll turn it on. But I try to leave it on 24/7.
Rob, you could just be like me and put it on a file share server that has access to your campaign folder. So it's always on.
All right, you're gonna teach me that later.
Oh,
Well, you
I don't really. If you could see me with my fingers as quotes in the air, I don't really know how to run computers. So if you could help me with that later.
My husband set it up, so don't ask me. Ask him.
Okay. So let's go to the next thing, which is going to be Fantasy Grounds ProStream 5e, which is something for 5e Dungeon Master streamers. And this is equally as fantastic. It's like crazy.
It's amazing. What are you talking about? It's like
let me just give you the elevator pitch, everybody. Live stats on the stream, dynamically updated as you go. Like I'm talking about the end of the world here. All right.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna share your screen now. Let me see if I can. So can you share your screen, Gaming Buddhist? And
yeah, I can try.
We'll make it happen.
720p. It's gotta be.
Oh, here it is. Gaming Buddhist right here. Okay, good. Now can I make that bigger? I think that's the biggest I can make it. Okay. So he uses Streamlabs. I use OBS, regular OBS without the enhancements. But you say that this can be used by any stream software that reads text.
Yeah, so it's got to do. It's got to have a text media source, and you have to be able to read from a file.
Which I think all of the big
they all probably
streaming
like this
things
guy right
do
here.
that.
And before we continue,
he's
just going to show you. He's not going to show you the setup, but in addition to this show that you're watching right now, there is a 45-minute instructional video already on DM's Guild that he shows you how to set it up and everything like that. But he's just going to take you through the highlights,
which I've watched twice.
What it is, I watched.
Just throwing it out there. I have. It's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, sorry, Gaming Buddhist. Go ahead.
No worries. Okay, so this is just how I decided to set this up. When you get this is one of the overlays that comes with it. I've designed 6 of them. So you can basically have this overlay for between 2 to 7 players. And I would throw their webcams in there. I wouldn't. You can just have their pictures, but webcams are even cooler.
Mm-hmm.
And along the sides here, along the frame, are spots where you can actually throw their stats. So like you've got their ability scores, like strength, dexterity, constitution, wisdom. I've got their live health, and not like wounds. I've got actual current health over the max health. Their temporary hit points is like the little purple heart. Just realized you can't see my cursor. That's cool.
No. They get it. They get it.
Armor class is on
I think
there.
there's a thing you can turn your show cursor though, can't you? I think there's a thing in OBS that does it. But don't worry about it.
Don't see it offhand.
There it is.
I've got initiative and armor class on there. In the like where the name is, I've got also like their class and their level. So if they're multi-classing, it'll even divide that up in
Oh,
there.
nice.
Nice.
I forgot to ask about that. So that's cool to know.
Not that my players ever multi-class, but that's nice.
Everything's about slamming our players. These idiots. Yeah, no.
Also, if they get any status effects on there, I like to throw it up just above them. So I've got like this person's grappled with one of the creatures,
Ooh.
and it'll actually show that. There are actually a lot more things that I gave you to work with. Just this is a nice combat one that I did, but you can have one for say like if your characters are going shopping. Sometimes that's not the funnest to watch. I don't know.
Open your files and show the list of all the parameters, all the stats.
Okay, I think I have to share a different window with you because you guys can't actually see this.
Oh, okay.
So let me get in there and then I will switch the
P.S. It's in
window
the
that
video,
I'm
everybody.
in.
It's in the video that he has on DM's Guild. So if he can't
It
show
is
it
in
here.
the video.
So yeah, don't, if that's too much, don't worry about that. So what was I gonna
It's
say?
gonna take
Oh,
just a second.
so he's got the
All right.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 player versions. So this is, you're looking at the 4-player version here, and like he said, you can put your cameras in there. Oh, here we go. So here's all the different stats you can use, and they're all updated each turn. Like when somebody passes their turn, everything changes. I mean, AC and stuff's not going to change, but all these things that he has, I mean, just look at the list. I mean, you know, it's crazy.
Where did this go?
Where did it go? We see it.
I don't see it.
Your mouse just went across it a minute ago. It
Hunting
might
down.
be a
I
window
found
behind. There you
I
go.
found it. Yeah, it was behind. All right, so I'll scroll down, but there's like speed. Oh, we're in enemy stats right here. Let's go to a player. So players get access to more because they have character sheets. Enemies, I just have what I have access to in the combat tracking stats.
Right.
But we've got like you can almost build an entire character sheet with this stuff.
Yeah, so I
Oh,
was going to say,
coins. Yes.
you could, so this would be quite an exercise in streamer know-how, OBS, etc. But you could construct an entire screen with every known stat and use that for like your break time screen for each, and then slideshow each character or whatever. And because I thought about
Yes.
doing that, and then I quickly melted down and went to bed because of my mind. But I was just, I literally was salivating because I think when you and I were, either you and I were talking, or maybe you even say that in your video, and I was,
I think I say it in my video.
I heard that, and I was like, oh, it's over. I'm gonna be doing this for 14 hours. But it's pretty amazing because now you can literally have any stat from a player and most of the stats from a monster, and we'll get to that in a second. The monster stats are the red thing up at the top, and
is up here.
you can design this. I mean, he's got it set up this way, which is probably the normal way you would do it. You know, people watching your show, they want to know what are the stats, you know, what are the current hit points, what's the AC. That's all the stuff people want to know. But you could load this up with so much crap, it would be crazy. And you can do that if you want. You can mix and match and make it your own way.
Mhm.
And
And
he
you can use
gives,
the scene function in OBS to sort of set up different like loadouts, if you will.
yeah. And you
Yeah,
can,
so yeah, you can just select different scenes within there, and you can have one for combat, one for if you're in the
Shopping.
city, one for if you're sneaking. Like yeah, you can
yeah.
do a
And
lot of
so
stuff with.
he gives you the basic, the outlet the overlay you're looking at now comes with. And if you want to make your own, you can. And there may be some ones coming from other providers, hashtag Robin.
Mhm.
And then that'll be nice too. And maybe you, the person watching this video right now, wants to make overlays for this, you could do that and then put it up for on the DM's Guild as a compliment to this thing, and have your stuff out there too and sell it for 99. I know, whatever. I don't know what you would sell it for, but
$100. I'm
1,000
kidding.
million,
I'm kidding.
1,000 million. That's a billion. Anyway,
So
yeah, go ahead, Robin.
I was gonna ask Gaming Buddhist, can you I don't know if it's possible. Can you show off some of the other overlays that you do include with the product already?
Oh, sure. Let's just.
If it's
Uh,
too difficult though, no worries.
we're just gonna scrap all this stuff.
I'm
Maybe.
sorry.
I think it might be quicker just to start a new one. Yep. All right, I'm just gonna throw in some of these overlays. You won't be able to see me selecting them, but they don't take long to get. Ew. They're all on my desktop. My desktop is a thing out of nightmares right now.
Most people's desktops.
While you're loading, if it's also not too difficult, there's a couple questions in chat. Someone asked, shoot, sorry.
Two-player.
58 Falcon asked, will this work with other rule sets other than 5th edition?
Currently, it only works with 5th edition because that is the data that I'm drawing from.
Okay.
Yeah.
I plan on putting stuff out for a few other popular systems.
Cool.
Just because I know that they're not super supported yet, so it would be nice to have some stuff for them too.
Cool. And then one other question, and then you can show us these overlays. Does the from Omondium, sorry if I slaughtered your name. Does this work with Mad Nomad's character sheet effects display extension to live update AC? And if you don't know what that one is, that's the one where like if they have a AC effect in the combat tracker, it puts like a little green sort of highlight on their AC on their character sheet to show the increased armor class and stuff like that.
Can I take a shot at that answer?
Sure.
I think there's the 7-player one. I think that it does work because it's going to pull the AC from where the AC is on the character sheet, but it will not
Correct.
highlight it in green or anything like that. It's just going to give you the
Right,
number.
but will it show the, I guess,
Yeah.
the modified armor class?
My answer is I think yes. Am I right about that?
Yeah, it should.
Okay.
I've got them all now, so I think I have them all loaded in this little session here. I was testing it
Cool.
out just to make
Sorry.
sure everything worked. The way that I actually designed my armor class output was that it actually looks at your effects, and if anything adds to AC or subtracts from AC, it'll add or subtract that from your armor
Nice.
class. So it actually does that
Amazing.
automatically in there, um, even if it doesn't draw that from Mad Nomad's stuff.
So now
Cool. That's so great.
then okay, now that you've said that, this is my question because my brain goes crazy. If Mad Nomad's extension takes a cloak of protection AC1 in the combat tracker, That stays in the combat tracker, but then your AC gets upped by 1 by his extension in the display on the character sheet. So now you're going to have a true AC and still the effect in the combat tracker. Wouldn't yours then add another one?
Would mine add another one?
Right, so the way I thought you did it was you just pulled whatever the character sheet says as an AC.
Yes, I do.
Okay, well then I don't need to worry. We can forget the last minute and a half of me rambling. 'Cause I thought, well, that might be a problem if I understood what you said, but I don't think I did understand what you said.
Oh, yeah, so it just pulls the base AC, or like whatever the one that shows up normally on Fantasy Grounds, which doesn't include any effects,
Yeah.
and it adds any effects to it. Or
Okay.
subtract.
So I mean that's because Rob, how Mad Nomad's extension
It
works
adds one
is
to the
no, but it just reads from whatever's on the combat tracker and just sort of changes the way the character sheet is displayed. I could be wrong, but you know,
As long as he
we
doesn't
can.
change it in the database, it
Yeah, I don't
wouldn't
think so.
affect mine at all. So I'm gonna add a shield to one of these guys here.
Okay, Caesar says I'm on track.
Well, you know,
Write
either
down the
way,
date.
we'll hash it out, and
Yeah.
we can always ask him too how his does things.
In the early 2000s, I had a blog called Hash It Out.
Did you know?
I wasn't famous.
All right, cool. So now we're looking at the overlays.
Yeah.
If you want to, sorry.
Oh,
Theory, do
I've
you have any
ruined everything.
questions? Oh,
Theory's
she's
not
not here. Oh, you know what I'm going to do right away?
He was cycling through them. If you want to do, if they're still there, if you want to do one more kind of show off of those overlays, but they do go all the way up to 7 players. Somebody was asking about that earlier.
Oh yeah, I can throw those back on. This is the 7 overlay version of that.
Yeah.
There it is. 7 players and a
Lots of
DM.
people can go in there. And all of these are the exact same size. So if you have a game with 4 people and then another game with 7 people, you'll see in my tutorial video how to like copy the stuff from one to another. And you can do that between even campaigns, which is really cool because it draws from the same data. I could have named the folders like based on the character names, but I chose a generic name, player 1, player 2, player 3, because if you had another campaign going, it just overwrites that data, and you like say you have 2 4-player campaigns going on, you wouldn't have to change anything except the portraits.
Right.
That's it. So I've made it
Nice.
easier that way. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And if you are a person streaming and you're using the 6 or the 7 player version, I am not one of your players. I can't play in a game with more than 5 players.
Just
2 players, yeah.
Version.
I like that.
There you go. 2
Lots
players,
of real
family
estate.
stream.
I need to run a 2-player game now.
Mom, dad,
you got a lot of real estate.
And the DM is the kid, of course.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I'll throw up the 5-player one to you.
That's the one I like.
I feel like that one would get a lot of use.
Yeah, my regular games usually have 5 players.
And it's very similar to the 4, just... Oh, let me turn off the other one.
Well, you know, now that you said that the
Ooh, I like that one too. That's
generic
nice.
player 1, player 2, player 3, we could use this for 5e pickup games. I mean, if I wanted to, I'd
have to be the streamer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
you don't have to customize it every time.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, I'm not gonna fucking, because we might play with anywhere from 3 to 6 players every different week.
Right. I mean, but that's it's fine. Also, I'll be making variant overlays too. So
yeah.
So Robin, if you want to do that, I'll give you my streamer key, but I don't.
Yeah, we'll
expect
talk
you
about
to.
it.
Yeah, want to do that. No one has my streamer key. Don't give out your streamer key, people. Robin's like my sister. I can trust her.
Well,
Or maybe it's a 4-year scam you've been running just to get my streamer key. Is that what's happening?
Oh
You're
yeah,
on, you
totally.
stalked me, and now you're on all my shows, and now
One
you're
step closer to the channel takeover.
channel takeover. You're the same person. Yeah, that's right, Scuba. You're right.
That's right. That's right. Oh, here's the question. What is the software requirement for the executable file? Windows version or .NET framework, VC++, Reddit, etc.
Reddit. You have to have Reddit.
It really should work with, like, as long as you have like Windows. It should work on any Windows platform, really. The file itself, it doesn't use the much like space or anything. It might not work on Linux, or it definitely won't work on Mac.
Ooh, I can test it on Linux. I'll test that for you.
Thank you.
And we
Yeah.
should probably say, I should probably add to the DM's description, this works on Windows only, or Windows and Linux, or whatever. I should probably. The people.
Oh yeah.
Because my
Yeah, as far as
salesman.
like specifications, it doesn't really need a lot. It's not doing like, it's not a hog.
Mhm.
Like
It's very
if you're,
lightweight.
yeah, exactly. It starts up within a few seconds and it just does its thing in the background.
Every time, I don't know if you guys know this, every time I publish a title on DM's Guild, my only thought is, why are people going to hate this, and how can I prevent it? Before I even publish it. Like, I want to know how I can prevent. And I never even thought of that. I never thought people might want a different, because my worldview is so narrow. I'm like, Windows. That's all I care about.
Oh, Redist, as in redistribute. You guys, I can't read. Okay.
Oh, Redis. I thought he was just being funny, like I was earlier when I said social security number, and I thought he was just saying.
Distributable. How do you pronounce that word? Redistributable. That doesn't sound right.
Oh, redistributable.
How do you?
Yeah.
Is that? Am I saying it right?
Yes, you are. Redistributable. What's the word you can't say? Cinnamon?
I can't say. Fuck you.
No, but that's a
I
common
can say
thing, by the way.
Think about it very slowly. Cinnamon.
Yeah, but that's a very common, like, you know how people say nuclear or they say etc.
Okay, well, I say
Not
nuke.
being able to even attempt cinnamon is a very common thing. I didn't realize that.
Nuclear.
Right, nuclear.
Gosh darn it.
I have to literally concentrate to say nuclear. I can't say it unless I think about it.
Okay. All right. Okay. Back on topic. Gaming Buddhist, is there anything else that you kind of, I mean, I know you sort of showed us the gist of it. Is there anything else you
Oh, wait,
wanted
are you
to
showing live
add?
changes?
Oh, there
Yeah,
we go.
cool.
Yes.
some
Cool.
live changes. So I'm just gonna be really mean to Magni here, but when you hit him, you should see this update within a second. If you give him some temporary hit points back, you should see that update here in a
Boom.
second.
5.
Bam.
Ooh, I like it.
If
Ooh.
you were to put everyone, let's grab this guy, and we're gonna entangle everyone. Let's say they all fail, or so they'll be restrained. Unity.
Everybody's restrained. Boom, boom.
That's awesome. I just thought of a question. So, it's a two-parter. Is fuck you, Rob.
What? I'm just laughing.
Is inspiration an outputable text
Yes.
part?
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Does it? So how does that work? Does it just? Is it like just a yes or a no? They have
Yeah,
inspiration.
it's like a 1 or a 0.
Oh, okay.
Can it
so
be?
the
Actually,
text
I think
output will be
because you can.
Right, you can go up to 3, I think.
That's right.
okay.
Yeah. Actually, I think I put that in there.
I saw
So
the
then
word
the
inspiration
text
in the
output
text
would
list.
be
Yeah.
1 if they have inspiration.
Yes.
Cool.
It would be
Yeah.
0, 1, 2, or 3, I think.
Cool. Okay. That's all I wanted to know. I was just thinking, because, I want to make some overlays. So I was just thinking about all the graphical elements, that is.
Inspiration.
Excuse me,
I
didn't
don't
you
have
say
that.
your question was 2 parts?
Oh, that was the two
I can
parts.
I can put that in though.
What was
Does
the
it
first
do
part?
inspiration, and how does it output it? That was
Oh, I see.
that
Okay.
was the 2-part question.
Thank you for following. Oh, Jared CC, I'll say is what your name is. Thank you very much. I'm so sorry if that's not how you say that. I cannot read the funny license plates on people's cars. I don't know what they mean. I'm unable to decipher it.
Psh, mine's super easy. It says Nix 1. Yes, we got custom license plates.
What's his?
They were free. We only have one car, so Nix 1.
Oh.
If we ever get another car, it'll be Nix 2.
You said
We get our custom
plates.
plates for free because we're veterans.
What? I'm a veteran. Give me mine.
Be a veteran in the state of Illinois.
Out.
I don't know.
I'm out.
Sorry. Check your state. You might get it for free. Vet plates and a custom. All right. Anyways.
My license
We
plate has a
keep
wheelchair
distracting.
on it, and then I get out of the car and I start walking, and people go, "Hey," and I go, "You don't know me."
Can you hide the enemy hit points with this from Ingorgio?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You would just you could even put just the wounds. You could throw in this section here. That way they would only know how much they've damaged it and not how much damage
Cool.
it has
Or
left.
you could forego
Yeah,
all
because
of
I
that.
don't let my players ever see hit points.
Yeah,
And-
you don't even have to do that.
Yeah, I thought about that too. Like, I would think the players should not be watching the stream.
Yeah.
They should be looking at the chat, but not the stream.
Yeah,
But anyway,
cheaters.
Yeah, they're cheaters. But anyway, you could also just take that parameter out and type a text where the monster's wounds are that says, "Wouldn't you like to know?"
Ooh, I like that. I like that
Yeah.
solution.
You could also, like, if you want to use this overlay, you could easily I know with OBS you can throw in a color source. And you could just hide that if you wanted to.
Oh, right.
Ooh, fancy. Well, now I'm
You can color
wondering,
match it and everything.
should I make, if I make sets of overlays, should I make variants where they have no monster stats on them? Is that something people would want? Like a no spot for monster stats? I don't know.
I mean, everybody has such an opportunity here to make. I mean, you go get that list of stats that are available for players and for monsters, and then just go to town.
Right.
Make the character sheet, make the shopping thing, make the chase thing, any whatever you want. It's almost like this becomes an addendum to Fantasy Grounds itself for your stream.
All
Yeah,
right,
if you're
gaming
streaming,
Buddhist.
I feel like this is gonna be a big thing. I always see like Roll20 streams. I think just because people think it looks nicer.
What?
But I know. But with this,
Okay.
you can. I don't know. I just see like if you go to Dungeons and Dragons on
I know.
Twitch,
I think it's
like
just
full of Roll20.
more people use Roll20 because it's free. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah. I will never go back.
There is a misconception among planet Earth that Roll20 is cheaper than Fantasy Grounds, which if you're a DM is absolutely not true and not even close to being true.
Yeah, their source books cost more, don't they? Like if
The
you
source books are full cover.
MSRP. What?
To do what you do in Fantasy Grounds on Roll20 as a DM costs you $140 for Fantasy Grounds, $99 every year on Roll20.
Yikes.
Yeah.
It's insane. And people are like, Fantasy Grounds cost too much. And I'm like, yeah, you don't know anything.
It's a one-time purchase, sure. Up front it costs more, but in the long run it's much more
right. And if you're going to go buy
effective.
like 3 WotC adventures for $50 each, you're going to pay $90 at Fantasy Grounds and you're going to pay $150 at Roll20.
Right. All right. There was a question from Journeyman for Gaming Buddhist.
Yeah.
What happens when the druid takes a beast form and the effect string is a mile long? I assume he means from One Click Druid. Those effect
Oh,
strings are very long.
they are very long. Oh, the effect string, it'll only actually display effects like your basic status effects.
Okay.
So anything in this list here on the side. These are the only ones that it displays. Just because they're like I've got some level 12 players and they have like 20 effects on at all times. Like
Right.
it,
Ooh,
it
I
gets
have another
ridiculous.
question
So
then. So sometimes when I am custom coding like magic items or monster attacks or things like that, sometimes in the effect string, if it causes a condition, I will still put the name of where that condition came from. So say I made, fancy wand of fire, right?
okay.
In the effect string, I would put, fancy wand of fire and then the effect that they're, I don't know, frightened, whatever. A bad example, but you get what I'm saying.
Yep.
So will it still skip past the name and then show that they're frightened?
Yes. So
Cool.
all it does, it reads the entire effect, and if one of those keywords are in there at all, it will display just that.
Nice.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
He's thought of everything, everybody.
I try.
Try and
That's
trip him up. I dare
amazing.
you. That was a
You're
great question, though,
amazing.
Robin. That was because
Yeah, that was a good
that's
question.
anybody that
Thanks.
uses my codings or anything. That's always going to be the case. It's going to say
Right, yeah,
something
because I
from-
always put the name of what it came
Yeah.
from. Because I don't know if you've ever played a game in the past where, people didn't use coding packs or whatever. And you'd be like, oh crap, that's supposed to have a charmed condition. And you would just write charmed
Yeah.
and then drag it. And then you're like, wait, what were you charmed by? Where did that come
Right.
from? 10
That's-
rounds later.
That's one of the original reasons I started doing the codes. Is
Right.
I would, as a DM, I would look at the combat tracker and go, "You're prone. Why?"
Right.
And so we
And I think
titled
it's
everything,
really
yeah.
pertinent for two conditions in particular, frightened and charmed, because you are only charmed by the thing that charmed you, and you are only frightened of the thing that frightened you. So
Also
those ones are
grappled.
really pertinent.
Yeah, grappled and
Oh, right,
restrained.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
grappled too.
Grappled.
Yeah,
Even.
so it's it's really helpful to know what those came from. So
Yes. Thank you.
that's a Fantasy Grounds tip for you guys out there. If you're coding your own custom homebrew things, you can do that. Okay. All right.
Member Robin Nix has given us this tip.
You shush your face. I'm looking for more questions. I apologize if I missed any. I'm reading. I don't think I missed any. If I did, I'm sorry. You can just retype your question for me in chat.
Derlin, what do you mean by no sales at all? What does that even mean?
I think that was back when we were talking about Roll20.
Oh, no sales on
from several minutes
their
ago.
books. Yeah, that's probably true. So, is everybody excited? We're gonna give some prizes away.
Right. Yeah. Mad Nomad, or I don't know why I said that. Gaming Buddhist, do you have anything you want to add while we have you here?
I think that's it.
Oh,
I
all
think
right.
that's it. All right, well, let's give away prizes then.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Don't
All
go anywhere.
yet.
We're gonna
I'm not
do right. We'll do a couple giveaways.
All right,
And
so
then after that, we'll have yeah, go ahead, Rob.
okay, so let's do a raffle, and let's do a keyword raffle, and then the item that we're gonna give away first is the Fantasy Grounds 5e Stats program. Because I'm super old and I say program, and I pronounce all the days of the week with the E sound instead of the A sound. Sunday, Monday. That's because I'm super old. I don't do that, by the way. I'm not a psycho. Okay, the keyword is going to be, let's make it a form of his first name. And let's start it and run a 2-minute timer. So if you want to win the 5e, Fantasy Grounds 5e stats, type !Chris into the chat, everybody. And then I will draw a name, and you'll get it. That's how it works. If you missed my
just to remind everybody, this is the one where you can view your campaign stats and integrate it with a Discord bot.
Yeah, the one we're giving away now is this one.
is amazing.
And if you missed my 5th anniversary stream on Friday, you missed your chance to win one of 25 prizes I gave away. 25.
That's amazing too.
Caesar typed
I was
in
there.
exclamation, own it. I love it.
Right. I own it also. Because it's amazing and I love it. And my players love it.
Everybody loves it. I maybe should do 1 minute countdown, not 2 minutes. That's too long.
Hashtag love it.
Hashtag blessed. Gaming Buddhist, do you want to let everybody know any of your socials or any... He's got his own room in my Discord if you have technical questions.
Yeah,
But
I don't have any spaces really. I've got a YouTube, but I just use it to launch my tutorial videos and stuff.
yeah,
Well, that's okay. What's your YouTube channel so we can tell everybody about it?
Gaming Buddhist.
Gaming
That's the one.
Buddhist. Don't forget the 8.
That's
I
the
love you, man.
Yeah.
Derlin78, thank you for the sub. Thank you so much. Bitboss, attack the Bitboss. Oh, which is now going to be Derlin. Derlin, sorry, it's Delrin. I'm just illiterate, is everybody? Well, I'm lil iterate apparently. Some people
Let's
are dyslexic.
see.
I'm less dixic, ladies. I suppose that's not a good thing, is it? So anyway, Delrin, Bitboss. Okay, here we go. Here's the winner. The winner of the 5e stats is... Boom! GWD. Congrats. GWD, you know what to do. Message me in Discord. You're all over it. And then we'll do a drawing for the other one. Here, let me write his name down real quick.
Got it.
I get to green.
Found his Twitch channel or YouTube channel rather.
Okay, cool.
There you guys go, chat. Go give him a
GWD.
subscribe and a thumbs up on his videos, y'all.
All right, everybody. We're going to do another drawing. So let me reset. And this one will be for ProStream 5e. So if you're a streamer, you want to enter this. And we'll leave the keyword the same this time. So Chris again. So exclamation point CHRIS, everybody. All streamers. Or if you are in a game and you know a streamer, you could win it and give it to that person. So either way. But do keep in mind that if you are using the ProStream 5e, you must be the host of the game, i.e. the DM. Cannot use it as a player.
Yes.
Gaming Buddhist, that's
a big
me.
deal.
Yeah, so that's just to be clear about that. Oh, good. We got at least 8 people in so far. There's 9. Look at all those gold stars. Special people. By the way, you don't need to have a gold star to win. Anybody wins. Anybody. Diablo Bob. Diablo Bob.
Nice.
Didn't Diablo Bob kind of help you? He should get it anyway.
Not this one. That was
yeah. Fuck Diablo Bob. You enter the contest.
But Bob is the bottom bitch.
He was
maybe
the key man in stats though.
Key of the key man in stats. Okay, here we go. The winner is Oman Dom. Omen DM. I still don't know how to say that. He won
I
something.
know. I think I ruined it earlier too.
I know. OMONDM. I can't make any.
Congrats.
Hey, please put phonetically in the chat how you're supposed to say
Tell us
that.
how to say your name. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I don't know.
Let's see if he says. Let's see. Did he say? Oh, it's pronounced. Oh my God. There you go.
Nice. Now we know.
Oh, it's Omen. No, it's
Omen
Omen DM.
DM.
Okay, so Omen DM, to send me a message in Discord, and I'll see to it that you get your prize. Oh, I better write down. Yeah, I know the order. I only did 2. Okay. All right. Are we done? Is that it? It's over, everybody.
I think so. Gaming Buddhist, you don't have like a Twitter or an Instagram or anything else you want to shout out?
Shout it out.
Shut up, Rob.
I'm not. I'm offering solidarity. I'm not making fun of you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not really. I do have a Twitter, but it was back from when I used to stream like Mario Maker. So
Oh, what? I love that game.
it's so good. It's so good.
That's not probably the theme, but
That is.
that's the one I know. Oh, Mario.
I mean,
Mario. Do they use the
it's
same theme
Mario.
for all their games?
Pretty much, yeah.
Caesar says hashtag bottom bitch Bob.
Oh, poor Bob, because I don't think he's been around for any of those conversations.
He doesn't know
so
what we're
he
talking
might not know what we're talking about.
Bottom bitch is your best performer, everybody.
Yes.
If you're a pimp and you got hoes, your bottom bitch is the best one.
All right. So, Gaming Buddhist, I just want to tell you
this was going so well.
that you did amazing on these. I love them. I think they're amazing products, and I tell everybody I know about them. And I've already bought a couple to give away to friends of mine. So I think they're amazing. And good job.
Yes,
amazing.
I second all of that. I'd
Thanks,
first
guys.
it if I could. I don't even think that's the thing. Somebody says something and then the other person goes, I first that.
I first thought.
I beat you. I go above you. I don't know if that's the thing. So
You can
guys,
start
watching the show next week, Kayla Balin, DM's Guild creator, will be here. Following week after that, Rifts, the Tomorrow Legion Player's Guide, I believe a Savage Worlds product. What?
Yes.
Rob Tui, Savage Worlds? What's happening? A little bit of diversity here on this channel.
Yo, Suede is amazing.
Gun Bunny Fufu will be here for that. We got to find something to do on the 25th. Rise of the Drow, Jonathan Nelson, John G. Nelson will be here from AAW Games to talk about that. And he's going to give away a copy of that and more, he said. And more. And then, of course, November 22nd, which is the Sunday after the Tuesday that Tasha's Cauldron of Everything comes out, we will walk through that and give away a copy. And then these are all the shows we're not doing in January because I take January off. That's how it's football. I have to. You understand?
Weird.
And then
so weird.
On Valentine's Day, Robin might not be here.
It's Valentine's Day.
You already said All Things Fantasy Grounds Talk Show 3rd anniversary prize extravaganza. I'm just gonna go nuts. I don't even know.
I'm gonna try to be there, but it's Valentine's Day. I can't make any promises.
What if we enter Messy Fresh in as a special winner? Then will that count?
Oh well,
I don't
we'll see. Our wedding anniversary is in 4 days.
Oh, congrats!
I don't know.